Light it up. Let it roll. Yeah, feel that smoke. Yeah. I came from the basement where the plans got drafted. Now the whole room cloudy, every hater got drafted. Light the fuse, watch the pressure get mastered. They throw shade, I just turn it to vapor and laugh it. Multi-stack, like the bow that I'm packing. Every bar got a twist, like the joint that I'm rapping. They talk big, but they choke when the smoke starts attacking. I'm the haze in the phase, no escape, no backing. From the dirt to the sky, I just rise with the current. Turned every L to a lesson, now the lessons are blunt. They want the fire, but scared of the burn it or hunt. I just roll with the punches and puff till it's done. Smoke, rolling through the night. Smoke, everything feels right. Smoke, rising high and free. Smoke, that's the only way to be. Smoke, clear the doubt away. Smoke, turn the dark to day. Smoke, let it fill the air. Smoke, baby, I don't care. They said I'd never make it, now they coughing on the fumes. I built the whole empire from a single spark in the room. No cosigns, no favors, just the grind and the bloom. Now the whole game foggy, can't see past the plume. Internal rhyme spinning like the bow when it's twisted. Every move premeditated, opposition gets lifted. They want the throne, better bring more than a wish list. I'm the cloud they can't clear, the high they can't resist. No stress, just blessed, put the rest on the shelf. Turn my pain to propane, now I'm lighting myself. Homegrown pressure make the weak ones melt. Smoke forever, that's the hand I was dealt. Smoke, rolling through the night. Smoke, everything feels right. Smoke, rising high and free. Smoke, that's the only way to be. Smoke, clear the doubt away. Smoke, turn the dark to day. Smoke, let it fill the air. Smoke, baby, I don't care. Just let it burn slow, watch the world fade, let the good times roll. One more pull, watch the whole scene dissolve. Smoke in my veins, that's the only resolve. Hear that twang in the air, that's the call. This the real, this the raw smoke. You see, some people look at the smoke and only see a shadow. But me, I see a story. I see the velvet curtains of the night pulling back to reveal the truth. It's thick, it's heavy. It's got a heartbeat all its own. Can't you feel the warmth? Like a silk sheet draped over the city lights. It's a slow-cooked kind of rhythm, the kind that makes your soul want to take its shoes off and stay a while. We're just drifting on a cloud of our own making, moving through the haze where the heart don't have to hide. No pressure, just the gold and the gray. Let it sum, let it grow. Smoke, rolling through the night. Smoke, everything feels right. Smoke, rising high and free. Smoke, that's the only way to be. Smoke, clear the doubt away. Smoke, turn the dark to day. Smoke, let it fill the air. Smoke, baby, I don't care. I'm from that M-town where the clouds stay heavy. Check the trunk, man, you know we keep it ready. Riding through the north, windows down, blowing circles. Got that purple in the air, yeah, the smoke is looking fertile. Step back, watch the way I hit the flow. Project living, now we stacking up the dough. It's a hustle, it's a grind, keep the fire in the glass. If you choking on the vapor, then you moving way too fast. Yeah, I'm rolling up a fat one bigger than the baseball bat. Niggas talking all that noise, but they don't know where it's at. From the bluff to the gut, yeah, the pressure staying high. Memphis legends in the wind, watch them drifting to the sky. Just let it roll.
In the smoke chamber, 6 locked inside, battle for survival, fighting for their lives. When the smoke clears, only one will rise to claim the throne, king of the smoke. Bang, gunpowder dreams in my teeth, floorboards shake like they're laughing at me. I bite the barrel, taste the rust, one flash and the whole room turns to dust. Nobody hears you screaming here, just the echo laughing back in your ear. Pull it, click it, feel the kick. Bang, in the smoke chamber, 6 locked inside, battle for survival, fighting for their lives. When the smoke clears, only one will rise to claim the throne, king of the smoke. Total package. You smile like money, move like a blade. Skin so clean, but the insides decay. Pretty poison in a tailored suit. Every mirror shows the same dead truth. You got the look, you got the walk, but the smoke don't care how pretty you talk. It'll choke the shine right off your face. Total package. In the smoke chamber, 6 locked inside, battle for survival, fighting for their lives. When the smoke clears, only one will rise to claim the throne, king of the smoke. When it's time, clock don't tick, it just drips like blood. Every second tastes like rust and mud. I feel it crawling up my spine. The moment when the lights go blind. No prayers left, no deals to sign, just the dark saying, kid, this one's mine. You'll know it when the quiet gets loud. When it's time, in the smoke chamber, 6 locked inside, battle for survival, fighting for their lives. When the smoke clears, only one will rise to claim the throne, king of the smoke. Sometimes things break, bones snap like cheap motel ice. Promises rot and the good ones die twice. I watched the ceiling crack and fall, took my name with it, took it all. Glue don't fix what the dark designed. Sometimes things break and stay that way. You learn to wear the cracks like skin. Sometimes things break in the smoke chamber. Six locked inside. Battle for survival. Fighting for their lives. When the smoke clears, only one will rise to claim the throne, king of the smoke. Just a trick of the trade. Smile while I slide the knife in slow. Call it love, call it mercy, call it show. Everybody's playing the same dirty hand. Life's so sweet you forget where you stand. Smoke makes things out of every cheat. Just a trick of the trade. Baby, can't you see? I'll smile while I watch you bleed. Just a trick of the trade. In the smoke chamber, six locked inside. Battle for survival. Fighting for their lives. When the smoke clears, only one will rise to claim the throne, king of the smoke. King of the smoke. Yeah. Only one, king of the smoke.
Yeah.
Claim the throne.
Yeah.
Let's get crunk. Let's get crunk.
I'm on them back roads, forged in the fight. No crown, just a strap and a switchblade knife. They sit on their thrones of lies and gold. I'm the dirt road demon, about to snatch control. Street lights bleed red like tail lights on the run. Every scar on my back is a story, every breath a loaded gun. Feel the ground crack, hear the 808s roar. This ain't a kingdom, this is total war. Claim the throne, rip it from their dead hands. Claim the throne, hammer to the ground. No more kings, no more chains, no more mercy. Claim the throne, on the blood so sky. Screaming through the static veins, full of whiskey and hate. Curling's in my blood, but the truck's wide open, no brakes. They built their empire on the broken and the damned. I'm the wrecking ball, rolling, crushing every last man. Concrete splits open under boots, caked in red clay. Every step lights the fuse for the final payday. Quiet for a second, then the crunk hits like death. Feel that explosion when the whole world hits its breath. Rip it from their dead hands. Claim the throne, no higher to the ground. No more kings, no more chains, no more mercy. Claim the throne, on the blood so sky. Smoke in my lungs from the fires I set ablaze. Ghosts of the fallen scream my name through the haze. They preach for pulpits built on ivory, lies and fear. But I'm the thunder rolling, judgment drawing near. Rusted chain snap like brittle bones in the wind. This rebellion's a virus crawling under my skin. Hiding behind your golden gates of love, but I'm coming through the flames and the dust. Yeah! What? Mud and blood on my face, taste the fire and the dirt. Every broken promise is gasoline for the sirens in my shattered head. This the moment where the living join the dead. One last breath, then the levee breaks in blood. Hear the war cry when the arena starts to flame. The throne, ripping from the dead hand. The throne, hanging to the ground. No more kings, no more chains, no more mercy. Claim the blood of the blood-soaked sky. No mercy left, no second chance, no prayers to give. This crown is forged in the blood, I bleed to live. Ow, ow, bow, I break the fucking throne. Get crud, yeah. Claim the throne, louder than the pain and the fear. Claim the throne, nothing left to lose or hold dear. This is my kingdom, this is my crown of thorns. Claim the throne, and I ain't never coming down. Claim the throne, claim the throne, claim the throne, claim the throne. It's mine now, all fucking mine. Yeah, feel that smoke. Yeah. I came from the basement where the plans got drafted. Now the whole room cloudy, every hater got drafted. Like the fuse, watch the pressure get mastered. They throw shade, I just turn it to vapor and laugh it. Multi-stack, like the bow that I'm packing. Every bar got a twist, like the joint that I'm rapping. They talk big, but they choke when the smoke starts attacking. I'm the haze in the phase, no escape, no back. And from the dirt to the sky, I just rise with the current. Turned every L to a lesson, now the lessons are blunt. They want the fire, but scared of the burn it'll hunt. I just roll with the punches and puff till it's done. Smoke, rolling through the night. Smoke, everything feels right. Smoke, rising high and free. Smoke, that's the only way to be. Smoke.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the hottest ticket in town, GWA Smoke. The lights are bright, the stakes are high, and the world is watching. Tonight, the smoke rises and the action ignites. Get ready to witness greatness, because it's time to bring the smoke.
All right, folks, welcome to GWA Smoke. It's the man that does it all, GM, commentator. You can even tune in on Monday nights and see your boy Russell and dominate the Alpha roster. But tonight, I'm on GM/commentary business. And I wanted to start tonight off with a big bang. After watching the Junkyard Dog in action, the money wanted some thump on GWA Smoke. So I got two big, bad, angry sumbitches, both looking to redeem themselves from recent shortcomings. And we're gonna put them in the ring and see if they can thump. We got it live next on GWA Smoke. Let's get it started in here.
The following contest is a no-holds-barred match. Making his way to the ring, representing the Islanders from the
eyes, no fear. It's the big man time in the place right here.
And his opponent from Lagos, Nigeria, weighing in at 416 pounds, the Nigerian Giant,
All by myself, need nobody else. You feel the boom, go ahead, roll on the bloody bell. Cut your lights out, now go run and tell. Put the mic down right now, time to give them bass drum fast. Quick fast, you know like that. Big blast, big crash, you know like that. Poor clash, one blast, can't fight back. Big flash, camera on, record that. Look in my eyes, no fear. It's the big man time in the place right here. No fear, it's the big man time in the place right here.
All right, and the money back with you here, ready for the opening match. This one is going to be two big, heavy, angry, hard hitters looking for a little redemption here on the Smoke brand. The last time we saw the Nigerian Giant, Omas, he suffered an embarrassing loss at the hands of the Honky Tonk Man. And then, of course, the last time we seen the dangerous Haku, it was in the GWA 420 Championship Gauntlet at GWA Claim the Throne. And he lasted all of maybe 10, 15 seconds in the match. Two BFTs from LA Knight sent Haku packing back to Tonga. Oh, and what a kick from the big man Omas there. The Nigerian Giant, quite the athlete for his size. Dropping Haku there. And both of these men could really use a rebound win. Here, Claim the Throne is over. Now we're looking towards the future of the GWA Smoke brand. We have 8 shows, counting this one, before our next pay-per-view appearance. So there's plenty of time for the Smoke brand to raise their stock and get themselves a spot on that card. Huge drop kick there from Haku. And a really near fall almost takes the big man out. Omas was looking for that choke slam. Nice counter there from Haku. Haku picks the big man up, but not quite strong enough to stop Omas from shifting his weight there. And now the big man in control. I see a lot of potential in Omas. He's still got some work to do. He's still a little green around the edges, but I have all the confidence in the world we're going to get the big man where he needs to be on the Smoke brand. He's definitely going to be a threat on this roster for a long time to come. Huge power bomb there. And now Omas showing he's not afraid to get dirty. Baseball bat shot there for good measure. And a kick out by Haku. Do they even have baseball in Nigeria? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm asking seriously. Oh, and there it is. The tongue and death grip applied, but Omas fights out. And now Omas just tossing Haku. And look at the strength of the big man. And he sends Haku crashing. And a near fall there. Haku found himself without his tag team partner on the Smoke brand. A little mix up during the draft. The Money thought that Tama was one of the other Tongans. Tama Tonga, Tala Tonga, Tongalola. I thought Tama was one of them, so he's hanging out with the MFT on GWA Alpha while Haku is down here. And I'll tell you what, the guy kind of scares the Money. I'd like to talk to him about growing his hair out, ditching the whole blue tights thing, ditching the Haku name, going back to Ming, and seeing if I can't find his old buddy, the Barbarian, because that is my favorite version of Haku. I mean, he was okay in WWF, but the Faces of Fear, Barbarian and Ming, that was a tag team in the WCW days. And just look at the pure resiliency of Haku. They're able to escape the big man, and now Tongan Death Grip applied. Omos is in trouble here. We've seen this move take out many a man, and it just took down a Nigerian giant. Statement win from Haku to open up Smoke here tonight. Definitely kicking things off with a bang here in Louisville. I wonder if that baseball bat they used was a Louisville Slugger. I'll have to find out. If so, they owe me a little money for advertising. Big win for Haku. Congratulations. Nice to see the rebound after the disappointing performance in the 420 Championship Gauntlet that claimed the throne. Huge win over our huge man. Don't go anywhere. We got more coming up.
Listen up, folks. The bank says no. That's cute. Here at the Money's High Interest Loan Shark Loans and Cash Advances, we say yes. Loud and expensive. No credit checks, no paperwork marathons. If you can sign your name and look me in the eye, you're pre-approved. You need cash today? We drop stacks in your hand in minutes. All we ask in return is time.
All right, folks. The Money back with you live, and I am excited about this one for the GWA Smoke verse here on GWA Smoke. Three very incredible talents that the Money is very familiar with. They all three used to work for the Money in SSW. Some I've known even longer than that. But I'm not sure the GWA fan base as a whole is familiar with these guys, so I'm gonna break it down. You have the mob father, Pit Machiavelli, one of our co-GMs of GWA Omega. Probably the greatest 420 champion in SSW history. You have Hollywood, Tommy Prime. And Tommy Prime held numerous titles in SSW, but the one he was probably the most proud of was his Smokey Award for being the biggest asshole. And then you have the Wanderer, Caleb Kennedy. This one here interests me. You see, this is a very different guy than the Money knows. Very different guy than the guy that was part of our GM meetings that's co-GM of GWA Alpha. When I first met Cal Kennedy, he went by the name Zeno. a very impressive talent, captured the eyes of a lot of fans. But it was when he teamed up with Cooter to form the Mega Stoners that he really took off to superstardom. After that, him and Cooter got split up. Whole draft shake-up shit. He rebranded himself as Wheezy and was part of the Money's Monday Night Vault roster. Back in SSW, he was the face of the brand for a very long time and had some hellacious wars with the mob father Pit Machiavelli and a guy who I still haven't convinced to come back yet, but Frasina the Italian Wolf, if you're watching, we want you back, buddy. Oh well, if you haven't seen these guys in action, prepare to be wowed. We have a triple threat elimination match, so all these guys can debut and showcase their talent as part of the Smoke roster.
Big Soup.
The following is
Black
an
Tank.
elimination match. Making his
Cigar
way to the
Smoke.
ring from Memphis,
Mob
Tennessee, weighing in
Yeah.
at 200.
Mob shit, talking about that mob shit. Gold ring, cold eyes, moving on the target. Mob shit, table full of bosses. Cross me one time, whole family taking losses. Mob shit, silk tie, hard fist. I don't do no side talk, only do that godless. Mob shit. Money in the dark here, say my name in vain. You gon' pay for what you did. Walk in, room hush, folks scrape, slow lunch. Red wine stain on the white cuff link. I just nod my head, let the young ones think. Old heads whisper, that's the one, don't play. Got stripes on my back from the wars I made. Black leather glove on the right hand, man. If he reaching his coat, ain't a handshake.
Boots on broken ground, empty road, cold air, breathing in the dark, spitting out despair.
And his opponents, first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 230 pounds, the Wonder, Caleb Kennedy.
Scars like maps on my skin. Every cut, everything. Thought I'd drown in the dark. Now I sharpen my eye. I was chasing a light, just a ghost in my eyes. Every promise they broke built a fire in my throat. Tommy, it's time for pride. Turn it up, hit the line. We've been waiting on the sideline. Now the moment is mine. It's time for pride. Feel the fire in your spine. We're burning through the stop signs. Yeah. It's time. It's time for pride.
All right, folks, the money back with you, and buckle your seatbelts because I told you this is going to be a good one. 3 talents the money is very familiar with that the GWA universe might not be as familiar with. There you see Cal Kennedy, and he is going to work here early. Took down by Tommy Prime, though. And I covered a lot about my history with these men and their time in SSW. And now it's time for the money to stop talking about what these guys can do and let them show you. Oh, and the mob father, Pitt Machiavelli, getting aggressive there with Tommy Prime. Prime fights back, though. Oh, Cal Kennedy. I'll tell you what, I've known Tommy Prime for a long time. Since I first got in the wrestling business, he was in the very first company that I wrestled in. And I can tell you, he's the same egotistical, arrogant, incredible talent that he's always been. He's been doing his thing here as of late, but when he found out the money was back in the business, he wanted to come back. And we got Tommy Prime back here. The mob father, Pitt Machiavelli. Man, we go back a long way. I brought Pitt into SSW. And from there, Pitt Machiavelli become the mob father. And he's been doing mob shit ever since. Even while the money was out of the business, the mob father been all over the place doing mob shit. Now Cal Kennedy, that's the one, he kind of caught the money's attention. Mob father going for the cover there, not enough to put Prime away. But Kennedy is a very, very different individual than the Caleb the money once knew. Apparently, Caleb started hanging out with Jerry and they got in this whole violent society cult of hurting people, and then Caleb just kind of started wandering one day and just kept wandering and wandering like Forrest Gump, but not as cheerful. Oh, and Pitt trying to put Cal away. Yeah, the Caleb Kennedy that money once knew, the guy I hired in SSW a long time ago. He first broke his way into the company as a guy named Zeno. Pretty popular. Ended up teaming with Cooter and becoming the Mega Stoners. This huge tag team ordeal. And then he went away for a little while. We had a brand split. And Caleb reinvented himself as Wheezy and became one of the faces of my Monday Night Vault brand back in the day. Him and the mob father, Pitt Machiavelli, had some wars against each other in the Monday Night Vault days. And all of these talents going to war here. Nice move there from Caleb Kennedy. The Wanderlust has left the mob father, headed to the back now. And Tommy Prime trying to take advantage with that kendo stick, but I think he just pissed Caleb off. Huge move there from Caleb Kennedy, and Prime just barely able to kick out. Impressive showing here from Kennedy in this one, but Prime showing a lot of resilience. I don't think the Mob Father was ready for this match. Neither of these guys really knew who their opponents were going to be here tonight. Didn't have a way of planning. And looks like we might possibly see the old rivalry between Caleb Kennedy and the Mob Father reignite here. You know Pitt, he's not one to let shit go very easy. And I guarantee you Caleb's going to have a receipt coming from eliminating the Mob Father early in this match and embarrassing him a little bit. Especially after that phenomenal entrance. Irish whip there by Tommy Prime. And Tommy Prime is arrogant, he's cocky. A lot of people can't stand the guy, but damn, he can wrestle. A mat technician. Oh, and a running forearm there from Tommy Prime. Taking Kennedy down. I believe Caleb is busted open here. And now what is Prime doing? Oh no. Prime looking to break the arm of Kennedy here. Kennedy not having any of it and sends Prime head first into that chair. And now Kennedy reverse twist of fate right there. And I'll tell you one thing, I'm loving this new attitude from the Wanderer. Definitely looks like he is going to be a violent addition to the GWA Smoke brand. Tommy Prime trying to get away from him just to recuperate. And Caleb all over Prime like stank on shit. And Caleb missed there, got a little over aggressive. Prime is a fucking wizard when it comes to ring strategy and ring IQ. Definitely not a guy you want to make a mistake against, because he'll make you pay. And Prime's a little pissed off after eating the ring post. If you know Tommy Prime, you know how much he values his face. If you don't know Tommy Prime, trust me, you'll find out how much he values his face. It's only a matter of time before he delivers one of his famous monologues here in GWA. And I like that Prime's realizing he's going to have to get a little violent here. He's going to have to match mindsets with Caleb if he wants to win this match. Goes for the cover, 2, and no. Prime can't believe it. Nearly securing the victory here in his opening night on GWA Smoke. Prime misses the big leg drop and eats the feet of Caleb. Caleb going to the top rope. Could be looking to fly. If he's going for that swanton, it could be all she wrote. Oh, no. That's much worse. Code breaker from the top rope. Oh my. It appears Caleb might not be done with Prime yet. Oh, twist of fate. Was trying to get the steps in position. And Caleb Kennedy got the win anyway. He would have got them steps set up how he wanted. That may have been the end of Tommy Prime's GWA career right here on his first night. And Caleb Kennedy, the Wanderer of GWA Smoke, is victorious here in his GWA Smoke debut against two incredible talents that put up a hell of a fight. I don't think the Mob Father realized how high the stakes were going to be tonight. That's alright. I've seen great things from Pitt. Caleb's one of those guys that's just kind of had Pitt's number. Many times on Monday Night Raw, Caleb was getting the best of Pitt after some hellacious brawls. There were a few times Pitt got him back, but I'm telling you, I feel it now. I've seen this shit before. It's going to stir up here again. Oh well, more coming up. Did the money tell you those guys were going to wow you or what? You should always learn to listen to the money. I'm never wrong. Up next, we have some tag team action. We have Fraxium that has become a staple here on the GWA Smoke brand in our tag division. As a matter of fact, they were only one win away from competing for the GWA Global Tag Team Championships that claimed the throne. Unfortunately, there was one team Fraxium couldn't get through, and that was the Outsiders, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, on the Go Home show. So, they're back on the grind again, and they'll be facing a new tag team here on GWA Smoke. You recognize Pete Dunne. He's been competing here since we started, but Ridge Holland, a new addition, saved from Farm Cut Day. And the money's gonna see if I can bring the Brawling Brutes back to tag team success next.
Smashing on, cracking on, body count always stacking on, racking on to the maximum. Say it out loud, we fraxing on, passion on, we flattening on. Streets of rage is where we're from. Long that day start counting on. Your time is over, it's the fraxing on.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 336 pounds, Axiom and Nathan Frazier. Fraxium!
Smashing on, cracking on, body count always stacking on, racking on to the maximum. Say it out loud, we fraxing on.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 458 pounds, the Dunn and Ridge Holland, brawling.
All right, folks, the money back when you're ready for this tag team match. And it should be a good one. We seen Fraxium pick up a couple of big wins. Wrestling before claim the throne, eventually losing to the Outsiders, Hall and Nash. who went on to represent the Smoke brand as the GWA Smoke representatives in the global tag team match. And they came up short. I'm not going to talk too much about it. I promised them I wouldn't. Nobody likes to see grown men cry. And here we go. Roll-up attempt there by Holland. And speaking of Ridge Holland, new to the GWA Smoke brand, during the post pay-per-view off week, we always have a little bit of roster shuffling. And part of that roster shuffle is the farm makes cuts and throws out bad crops to make way for new ones. Would be a good way to put that. Might be nice near fall there by Axiom. But Ridge Holland was part of that cut list. And once you go on the farm's cut list, you have 24 hours for one of the big four brands to claim you, or you're permanently retired from GWA. And well, the money hasn't always been the biggest Ridge Holland fan. I mean, he's strong, he can go in the ring, but my favorite version of Ridge Holland was probably when he was teaming with Pete Dunne, who was already on my GWA Smoke roster as the Brawling Brutes. So I thought I could save this guy from getting fired and also spice up the Money's GWA Smoke tag division. Because, I mean, look at it, it's on fire. Fraxium is definitely one of the top teams here on the Smoke brand. And if the Brawling Brutes can pick up a win here, it would be pretty impressive. It would definitely be a statement made. I know Pete Dunne's probably happy Holland's here because Dunne hasn't really got much action. Fought one or two dark matches maybe. And nothing against Dunne. I mean, it's just the way that the chips have fell, kind of. I understand how talent can get lost in the shuffle and all that stuff now. Being a booker, and it's just part of it. You know, you just have to follow your creative vision, and sometimes you can't let that vision be messed with. Big move there by Ridge Holland. And that's what we're going for here in GWA. I keep stressing this is a GM league, fantasy league, that's produced and ran similar to an EFED. Oh, and Pete Dunne looking for the cover here, going for the cover. Oh, and a save at the last second. Frazier saving his partner there, and that was almost a big win for the Brawling Brutes. Pete Dunne not finished with him yet. Oh, what a move. Goes for the cover here, and again, broken up by Nathan Frazier. And Dunne gonna make the tag in to Big Ridge Holland again. Ridge has got some potential. I'm glad I was able to save him from the chopping block. I'm always looking to grow and expand, improve, especially in the tag team division. Oh, and What's Axiom got planned here? Oh, Spanish fly from the top rope. Impressive. And Ridge gets up angry, but runs right into a dropkick. Axiom for the cover, and Pete Dunne quickly makes the save. Epic tag team action here on Smoke. And you know, I still got a long ways to go before we get to the next pay-per-view appearance for GWA Smoke. We are going to be cheering on Charlotte, who will be competing on the GWA Omega brand exclusive pay-per-view event coming up after about episode 7, I think. So we'll be cheering on Charlotte, but we're not going to be at that event other than Charlotte. Big move there by Fraser. Nice. Big clothesline. And Ridge Holland's looking good. That's one reason I love the roster shuffle rules here. I mean, Ridge Holland very easily could have went unclaimed. Devious didn't really have nothing going for him on the farm. And usually if Devious can't find anything to cook up for you, then you're a lost cause. But luckily the Pete Dunne connection was there. Money saw the potential and brought him in. And they look impressive as a tag team. It'll probably take them a few matches to get their chemistry back. But they're really going at Axiom here in an impressive contest. You got the speed, technical precision. You have the immense power and brawling capabilities of Ridge Holland. And it's definitely a unique matchup of teams right here. Axiom working in tandem, looking good as usual. But I was mentioning earlier, you know, this is a GM league, ran like a E-Fed, and not letting your creative flow get disrupted. And sometimes that means even not letting it get disrupted by friendships, personal relationships, people kissing ass or being a good little boy and watching all the shows. I mean, sometimes you just gotta let the juices flow and do your thing, and hopefully eventually your wrestler will do something that makes themselves stand out, and they're part of those creative juices and flows and inspire creativity and all that. But we got great things going here in GWA Smoke for sure. GWA is officially established now after claiming the throne. And we got some incredible action taking place. And oh my, the upset. I thought Frazier was just going to break it up again there, but just a hair late. And how about that? Ridge Holland with a big shoulder tackle and picking up the win. I mean, this is the guy that a week ago was on the chopping block. If the money didn't spot his potential and sign him, he'd be fired right now. but I did. And he's picking up a tag team win in the Brawling Bruce. Looked like the money hit the bank with this one. Ridge Holland and Pete Dunne back together as a tag team, and they look like they're going to be one to deal with here on Smoke. I love it. More coming up. All right, folks, up next we got a banger locked and loaded for you on GWA Smoke. We have a #1 contender match for the GWA Smoke Championship. It's gonna be LA Knight, taking on the phenomenal AJ Styles. And one of these men, I don't know if you could say it's a prize, but they'll get a shot at the GWA Smoke Champion, the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, for the belt. We got it live next on Smoke.
The following contest is a no-holds-barred match. Making his way to the ring from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 240 pounds, LA Knight.
All right, and here we go. LA Knight versus AJ Styles. #1 contender match for the GWA Smoke Championship. LA Knight, you see him going to work, much like he did in the 420 championship gauntlet at Claim the Throne. And I think everyone believes the same as the money, that if Randy Orton wasn't in that match, LA Knight would have won. He had BFTs for everybody. So, he got bumped up from the 420 division up to the Smoke division. And you got AJ Styles on the road to claim the throne. AJ Styles was one of the men competing to represent GWA Smoke in the Global Men's Championship match. Unfortunately, things didn't go the Phenomenal One's way, and he was eliminated in the first round by the Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, and these two going at it here. There's no love lost between LA Knight and AJ Styles. But back to what I was saying, after AJ Styles was eliminated in the first round of the tournament to see who would represent the Smoke brand in the GWA Men's Global Championship match at Claim the Throne, he was left kind of in limbo. There wasn't really much going on for AJ. Then opportunity presented itself. On the last episode of GWA Smoke, the go-home show going into Claim the Throne, Joe Hendry suffered a broken toe. And that forced him to forfeit his spot in the 420 Championship Gauntlet match. Then the Money had the great idea to book the Viper Randy Orton and the Phenomenal One AJ Styles in the main event of last GWA Dark, the final show that took place before Claim the Throne, to determine who would get Hendry's spot. And unfortunately, bad luck struck again for AJ Styles. So, the Money decided to relieve some of that pressure of chasing Global Championship gold from AJ and moved him down to the Smoke Championship division, which is still a pretty big fucking deal. I mean, it's the face of the brand championship. And because AJ is the only person in that division currently that was competing for an opportunity at the Global Championship, AJ automatically found himself in this number one contender match here tonight. Some say AJ hasn't earned his way here. He hasn't even won a match yet in GWA. But the Money does things the way the Money does things. And AJ, after a couple shots with a shovel, goes for the cover and a kick out by LA Knight at 2. You know, I don't know if either of these guys have really thought about what lies on the other end of victory here tonight. Sure, you get a shot at the GWA Smoke Championship. Oh, man, speaking of smoke, AJ putting on a smoke show there. What a move. Springboard 450. Oh, could be looking for that phenomenal forearm. Is AJ Styles going to do it here? 1, 2, 3. And just like that, Styles has silenced the doubters that said he didn't belong in this match. Now AJ Styles is going to need to prepare for the GWA Smoke Champion. LA Knight may have dodged a bullet here tonight because AJ is going to have the tall task of trying to take the world's strongest man, Mark Henry's championship from him. Not a position the Money would want to find himself in. This was a pretty damn good match. It could have went a little longer, but AJ Styles said, you know what? I haven't won a match yet in GWA. I'm not going to stretch this out and give the fans a show here tonight. I'm going to be about business and get the win. And I can't wait to see that championship match here in a couple of weeks. Uh-oh. We may not have to wait a couple of weeks. The world's uh-oh. AJ was watching his front when he should have been watching his back. The world's strongest man not wasting any time delivering a message to his next challenger, world's strongest slam there to AJ Styles. And Mark Henry not finished yet. We're going to have to get security or something out there, or Mark Henry's not going to have a challenger for the GWA Smoke Championship. AJ Styles nearly broken in half with two world's strongest slams there. Oh, what the hell is Henry doing now? Mark Henry not finished yet. Come on, do your damn job, ref. Just unloading on the leg and the ribs of AJ Styles. Cooter, go find fucking security, man. One of our top talents is fixing to be put on the shelf if we don't. Oh my. I'm not going out there. You go out there. Cooter's such a fucking chicken shit. Only reason I'm not going is because if I go, who's going to do commentary? Oh. And as if he hasn't done enough damage already, bringing out the table now. Come on, Mark. You ain't got to do this. You've proved your point. Oh, and I don't know what's broken more, that table or AJ Styles' body. Come on, Mark. You got to leave. Okay. Okay, I think he... Oh, no. No, come on. Come on. No, you've done enough. Somebody get some help out here. We're going to have to cut the commercial break. I got to get this figured out.
Drowning in debt, need cash faster than you can say forget about it. I'm Money Mike, and this is the Money's High Interest Loan Shark Loans and Cash Advances. No credit checks, no paperwork, just respect. And maybe your kneecaps. You walk in broke, you walk out with a stack. Rates higher than your cousin at a rooftop party, but hey, you get the money today.
Man, what a show we have tonight. I'm still trying to get over what we just saw. We're getting everything took care of. The ring area is now ready for action again. Our thoughts and prayers are with AJ Styles. Hopefully everything's alright. We're still waiting on word. But as they say in show business, the show must go on. And just because GWA Smoke roster member and global women's champion Charlotte Flair isn't here tonight. She's off doing PR and press tours, getting ready to defend her belt in about 5 weeks at the GWA Omega exclusive pay-per-view event. And that'll be coming up in about 5 weeks. So we'll see the Queen in a week or two when she has time to fit us in her busy schedule. Comes with being the champ. And I'm definitely proud and supportive of Charlotte Flair. But just because the champ's not here doesn't mean our very talented women's division can't be on display. And we got a good one coming up next. It's going to be Miss Parker taking on the role model Bailey This should be a hard-hitting one, and I can't wait. Live next on Smoke.
Baby girl applying pressure, always more, never lesser. Get you together, jet setting, flying so high above the weather. Big deal, so heavy, but light as a feather. You know who I be, I'm who you can't see. Drop the top on them, I don't need a key. Bad habits, it don't matter what I spend. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls always get it in the end. Got diamonds on my neck, got diamonds on my wrist. Looking at me in the mirror like, girl, you the wow. Gotta let them know. Gotta let them know. All the girls around the world, yeah, we so lit. Yeah, we get it, how we living, yeah, we run this. Making money never fall, no, we cannot be controlled. Just in case you don't remember.
And her opponent from San Jose, California, Bailey.
All right, women's action coming up next. We got Miss Parker taking on the role model Bailey, and I'm looking forward to this one. Bailey going for the guillotine choke right out of the gate, trying to get rid of Jada early, and Jada, those big right hands. Miss Parker going right back at Bailey. Smart move out of the gate by Bailey to try to get Jada off guard and take her out early. She's starting to build some momentum now. Jada Parker was Smoke's first pick of the women's division, and a lot of people were shocked I took her that high, but they all had her marked as a sleeper that they all thought was going to fall further. And let's just say money had every other GM in the company upset on draft day when I scored Miss Parker. And you can see it now. She's taking the fight to Bailey, one of the best to ever do it. Our GWA Global Women's Champion is part of the Smoke brand. However, she's not with us here tonight. She's off doing promotional tour presses and all that shit, getting ready to defend her championship at the GWA Omega brand exclusive pay-per-view event coming up in about 5 weeks, give or take a day. Now Bailey, that armbar locked in, and Miss Parker able to counter. Oh, another nice takedown. The veteran Bailey not going to go down without a fight. Miss Parker has spunk. Bailey has technical prowess and veteran mentality. And this here could turn into a street fight real quick. And both of these women will beat the living hell out of each other if this turns into an outside brawl. Big move there from Bailey, goes for the cover. You see Bailey set that ladder up. Jada Parker set a table up. So we got hardware out here at ringside. The only question is, if one of these two women are going to go through it, and which of these two women are going to go through it. And that's one thing Jada Parker's going to have to learn. I get it, it's easy to get caught up in all that fan adoration and stuff whenever you start getting popular, gaining some popularity, but you gotta save that shit for the autograph signs. You cannot let the fans become a distraction during your match. Doesn't matter whether you're loved or hated by the fan. Being a professional and being able to tune out the noise is how you make it in this business. Irish whip. Miss Parker sends Bailey onto that ladder, and oh my, she's gonna fly and sends Bailey crashing through the ladder. Oh my. What a statement from Jada Parker. And sometimes you should be careful what you bring into a match, because it very well could get used against you. Bailey learning that. She's still reeling, but not done by no means. The role model still has some fight left in her. Bailey to belly on the outside. And this one's gotten violent. Chairs, kendo sticks, people going through ladders, getting a face full of ring posts. Absolute brutality. The women proving that the men aren't the only ones that can get hardcore and violent here. Man, I don't know which way this is going to go. It's brutal. Not as brutal as what we saw Mark Henry do to AJ Styles a little while ago, but to be fair, neither of these women are attacking each other from behind. Just got to put it out there. Mark Henry's like 400 pounds of pure fucking muscle. I don't think you gotta resort to sneak attacks when you're literally the world's strongest man. I don't know, we'll try to get a word from Mark Henry next week, maybe. I'm still trying to decide. I really don't want to be the guy, that GM that is all the time throwing out suspensions and fines, but I don't know. I might get some blowback from the people above and have no choice. We'll see. Oh man, and they're going at it again. This match has been good shit. The women really bringing it here tonight. Oh no, and Bailey plants Jada Parker face first into that steel chair. She's out cold. And Jada may have to join AJ Styles on the trainer's table. After that, we're going to have to get her evaluated for a concussion. And Bailey may need to go back there and get checked out as well after getting planted through that ladder. Absolutely brutal match here. from the women tonight. And they're letting the queen know that just because she holds the gold, the Global Women's Championship, the big one, and Smoke doesn't have a brand exclusive women's title, our women's division is still showing that they definitely bring the smoke. An impressive victory by Bailey there. Her and Jada literally threw everything at each other. Brilliant use of the chair at the very end by Bailey, planting Miss Parker face first, and Bailey securing the victory. We got more coming up.
What up, world? Money Mike here, and I got something smooth, bold, and straight out the tropics. This right here is for the Money's Cubano Chronic. Look at that jar, sunshine and glass, baby. Full body flower with that island character. If you're more of a quick hit type, we got these sleek little pre-rolls ready to light the vibe. You don't gotta fly to Havana to feel it.
All right, who's ready for some championship action? The Money's ready for some championship action. The GWA 420 Championship, the workhorse title. That's what this one's all about. And we saw the Viper, Randy Orton, enter a 10-man gauntlet at number 7. He come in, took out LA Knight, who entered the match 3, and was dominating until he ran into the Viper. And then Orton cleared house before having a huge brawl with Randy Savage to close it out and win the title. Orton has no problem being the workhorse champion. He'll be taking on a man that many people have wanted to see Orton face for decades. Well, you don't have to dream it or wish it anymore. We're gonna get it here tonight. It's gonna be the Diamond Cutter versus the RKO. DDP versus the Viper. And if you saw GWA claim the throne, Diamond Dallas Page had one hell of a performance inside the smoke chamber, delivering a Diamond Cutter to Vader and eliminating him, which proved crucial in the match. Unfortunately, that left him in a one-on-one situation with Mark Henry, and he couldn't get the job done. So, the Money saw opportunity for a dream come true. It may not have been on your bingo card, but it is now, and it's next.
The following contest is a no-holds-barred match and is for the Action Championship.
Self-high five.
Voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me. You got tools in your religion, all designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. I have a voice that is my savior, hates to love and loves to hate. I have a voice that has the knowledge
flying. I see heroes dying. I taste blood that's trying. I feel tension rising. I hear voices in my head. They counsel me. They understand. They talk to me. They talk to me. They tell me things that I will do. They show me things I'll do to you. They talk to me. They talk to me. All the lawyers are defenseless. All the doctors are disease. And the preachers are sinners. And police just take.
And here you have it, folks, for the GWA 420 Championship, the workhorse title of the GWA Smoke brand. In a dream match people have been waiting their entire lives to see. And they don't have to wait anymore, because it's happening right here in the GWA on Smoke. Diamond Cutter versus RKO. Viper versus Bang. It's gonna be a good one. You know, Randy Orton, as hard as he fought to win that championship at Claim the Throne, is not gonna let go of it without a fight. But Diamond Dallas Page did just take out a mastodon by the name of Vader with his deadly diamond cutter. Which move will prevail and lead its holder to victory tonight? Will it be DDP or will it be Randy? We'll find out, because this match is officially underway. These two kind of filling out each other a little bit, a show of respect. And you always love to see that whole mutual respect before a match starts. Always shows you it's going to be a good one. There's going to be some integrity in this one. They're going to leave it all in the ring. See? Orton just kicked Page in the abdomen. If it wasn't for that mutual respect thing, he would have kicked him right in the ball sack. Interesting offense there. Now Page trying to fire back, but gets caught with a right by Orton. And the Viper with a Russian leg sweep. I'll tell you what, this one here is not going to fail to deliver with these two going at it. And Page was ready for him. DDP Snake Eye. Still Orton goes for the cover. And how fitting would it be if DDP would have won the match with a Snake Eyes against the Viper? Well, I'll have to save that joke for another time, because this match is still going on here. Page, brutal club and blow, sending Orton face first into that table. And then a big DDT from DDP. Page on the outside. Changed his mind, though. And you don't want to make too many mistakes like that when your opponent's the Viper. All Orton needs is a split second to completely turn the tide of momentum back in his favor in a match. Oh, and Page not afraid to get aggressive here. He knows what it's going to take if he wants to beat Orton. You're not going to be able to play that self-high-five good guy shit if you want to be the 420 champion. Big right hand from Orton. And Orton appears to be a step quicker than Page. Now these two exchanging blows, going back and forth here. Oh, and DDP trying to get some momentum here. Orton seems to be feeling the effects of these punches a little more than Page, and a big right hand takes Orton to the mat. Page on the middle rope, looking for the big elbow, connects to perfection, goes for the cover, middle of the ring. 1, 2, no. Orton kicks out. It's going to take a lot more than that if you want to take that 420 championship away from the Viper. Oh, and a full Nelson slam. Page planted hard on the mat. And now Orton with a baseball bat. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. And I think Page just tagged him out with that big clothesline, followed by the swinging neck breaker. DDP always, so cool with the delivery of his moves. Page going for that chair, but Orton was ready for him. But he wasn't ready for that shoulder tackle. DDP right back on the attack. Going to work on the leg, and there's weapons everywhere here. What's Page looking to do with this table? Setting it up. Are we going to see Randy Orton go through the hardwood here? Ooh, vicious punch from Page. I think he just split the Viper's eye open. Orton is leaking, but that's not going to stop him from trying to lay it to Page here. And Orton is fighting him. Fighting Page off with those elbows and a big devastating right hand. And now Orton has him turned over into the Boston Crab. Not able to make Page tap to that lower body strength. All that DDP yoga. Keeping Page fit and in shape, able to kick out of that crowd. That's where yoga really comes in handy. I mean, it helps you with your flexibility, and as you get older, all them stiff joints and back pain and shit. It's not a women's thing. It's not a chick thing like everybody says. I don't know where people get that from. Some of the toughest bitches on the planet do yoga. A lot of big-time athletes go see DDP for recovery from sports injuries. Oh, and Orton, a swing and a miss again. He does got blood in his eyes, but I don't know if I want Orton on my baseball team. Well, he doesn't have to hit a baseball. He just has to hurt people. Looks like he did a good number on Page's leg, but Page, not finished yet, sends Orton right into the ring post. Page now going back to work on the leg of Orton, and you can see Orton favoring that knee now. This match on the outside, you would think, would play into the favor of the Viper, Randy Orton. And he did just finally slow Page down momentarily. Both men down after Orton hits a neck breaker. Finally starting to stir, so is Page. And Orton just tosses Page across ringside. Uh-oh. And the Viper signaling it could be time to strike. Going for that RKO. A counter from Page. Diamond cutter. Do we have a new 420 champion? 2? No. Orton somehow able to get the shoulder up, and Page can't believe it. I guess that diamond cutter didn't have enough bang to put the Viper away. Page gonna get creative now. Slingshot into the crossbody. Now going to the top rope. DDP looking to fly, big body splash, but Orton gets the knees up. Misses on the clothesline there, but he doesn't miss on that. Catches him, hooks him. And that patented Viper Strike DDT right on the corner of the table. Page busted wide open from that shot. And now Orton looking to strike with the RKO. Page counters again, power slam. And how about that? DDP seems to have a counter for every attempt at the RKO by Orton. And now with that ball back, vicious strikes, trying to take Orton out once and for all here. Oh, and Orton, nice takedown. Strikes the shoulder, but Page still coming at him. Now DDP could be getting ready to put this thing away here, folks. Going for a powerbomb, countered by Orton. Orton goes for the cover here. Page hit his head hard on the back of the mat after that counter by Orton. And Orton able to hold on to the title, but just barely. What a match. These two went at it. Page really surprised Orton. Had a counter for every RKO attempt. One even into that diamond cutter you just saw on your screen there. And Orton somehow got the shoulder up. Was able to hook Page here, and I think this is where Page first kind of got a little loopy. Man got a concussion right there off of that table. And after one hell of a war, the Viper is still your GWA 420 champion. What a match. What a title defense. What a workhorse. The Viper putting on display what the 420 championship is all about. And I'm sure Orton will be looking to defend that belt again next week. After an impressive showing here tonight. Man, oh man. Impressive win. What the fuck is going on?
Over the years, we have had many faces and many names, tormented by the voices in our head. It is time for our monsters to meet. Voices in your head, I hear them too, Randy. They never shut up, they drive me mad, and ooh, they can be so cruel. They want me to take everything from you.
Randy Orton seems just as confused as the rest of us. That disturbed individual has his sights set on Orton. More coming up. Hold on just a second, folks. Money making sure my fucking smoke box up here is locked after whatever the fuck that creepy shit we just saw was. Anyway, it's main event time here on Smoke. And we got Rob Van Dam, the man that represented us in the GWA Global Men's Championship match at Claim the Throne. And he come up short, but he was impressive. I'm not mad at Rob. I mean, he did give it his best effort. And that is why he is still in play to be Smoke's next representative for the GWA Global Men's Championship. I got about 8 episodes to find out who's going to represent the brand, so I came up with this cool GWA Global Contender Series. And the way it's going to work is you're going to see one match per week tonight and the next 3 episodes of GWA Smoke. And you're going to have 4 people that the money deemed still in contention for the Global Men's Championship opportunity. And I decided, since I had so many talented new signings in the post-pay-per-view off-season roster shuffle with my call packs and all that good shit, that I was going to have this first round be a surprise opponent, win or go home round. So, right now, Rob Van Dam is still in contention to represent Smoke for the GWA Global Men's Championship. But if he loses to one of GWA's new signings, whichever one it may be, here tonight, then that new signing will take Rob Van Dam's place in the GWA Global Contender Series. We got that match coming up live next in the main event. I'll see you at ringside. folks, and don't adjust your dials. You haven't been switched to some Rainbow Wrestling Federation. That is GWA Smoke's newest signing, Y2J, Chris Jericho. And he'll be taking on RVD here. And RVD was grinning ear to ear when he saw who his opponent was here tonight. This is a legendary dream match right here. Lion Salt by Jericho. Goes for the cover and a quick kick out by RVD. Jericho trying to show him the proper way to execute the Lion Salt. And RVD so deadly with those kicks. Lethal, educated feet. We saw that on display in the Global Championship match. Springboard karate kick there by RVD. He used that same move on Yokozuna to claim the throne. Jericho not going to go down without a fight here. Oh! Insult to injury. RVD beating the shit out of a Canadian with a hockey stick. Big move there. And Rob Van Dam is on fire. Not ready to walk away from the Global Championship picture. RVD looking in impressive form here. You have to think Chris Jericho is going to bring the fight, though. Huge signing, great addition to the GWA Smoke roster. Multiple time world heavyweight champion. The first ever undisputed champion in WWE, defeating The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin in the same night. And well, if you don't think that's great, then you just made the list. RVD might find himself on the list at the end of the night. Really taking it to Jericho here. Chris Jericho finding out that GWA is a whole different breed of wrestling here. He is going to have to adapt to that competitive, aggressive style of GWA. No spot fest and matches with 50 super kicks that get no soul here. I mean, nobody sells here. You got to really try to knock your opponent the fuck out and pin him. That is why GWA was able to absorb all the other wrestling companies out there on the planet, because all these wrestlers are tired of people calling wrestling fake, and they wanted to prove their ability, their craft, their skill set that they've dedicated their life to. Doesn't have to be scripted bullshit. Jericho going for the cover here, and a kick out by RVD. And Jericho going for another Lion Salt, connects there. And a code breaker from Y2J. That may be it for RVD. Somehow able to kick out. Jericho can't believe it. Thought it was over with a code breaker there. And it looked like he was going for the walls of Jericho. But RVD able to capitalize. You have to think, as deadly as the feet of RVD are, he's probably got some of the most impressive leg strength in all of GWA. Not going to be an easy person to lock that walls of Jericho on for sure. RVD really taking the fight here to Jericho. Impressive performance so far. Oh, and could we see it? Rolling Thunder from RVD. And there's that hockey stick coming back into play in this match. I got to give those things credit. They're a lot more durable than kendo sticks. Jericho, nice reversal. Has RVD up on his shoulders. What is Y2J looking for here? Snake Eye. It's to RVD. And Jericho trying to regroup and strategize here. Comes back into the ring. Starts delivering some more boots to Van Dam. Goes for the cover here. Will it be enough? 1, 2, no. RVD gets the shoulder up, kicks out, and this match will continue. You gotta imagine the pressure on Talon in this one. I mean, if you're one of the already established GWA Smoke brand members that were chosen to still be in contention for the global championship, then you got an immense amount of pressure because you lose that spot if you lose your first match in this GWA Global Men's Contender Series. Now both these men feeling the effects of this match, and they're slugging it out here back and forth. Jericho now starting to get the best of Van Dam, but Van Dam not done yet. Fires back. Both of these men now beating the living hell out of each other. I mean, if you're Rob Van Dam, you don't want to lose your spot, especially after getting that close to the prize that claimed the throne. But also, you got to look at it from Jericho's perspective. He's arriving here in GWA. He wants to make an impact. And if you come in here and you lose your first match, it's going to bump you down the card a bit. And now RVD going for a kendo stick, all perfectly legal in this match, but Jericho was waiting on him. And RVD trying to dodge those fierce chops from Y2J, but Jericho catches up to him. And Chris had something planned there, but RVD got up before Chris was ready. RVD still got some fight left in him here, folks. We've already seen him attempt that 5-star frog splash once, countered by Jericho. But Jericho's already hit the code breaker once on RVD, and RVD was able to kick out. Jericho has got to figure out the game plan to get rid of RVD here. RVD rolls him up. Could this be it? Rob Van Dam able to steal one there from Jericho. Chris Jericho cannot believe it. And he's already getting along fabulously with our GWA Smoke referee, Nikki Ortiz. I agree with Nikki, though. I mean, Rob Van Dam just outsmarted Jericho in that one. Two veterans going at it here. And they were both having trouble putting each other away. So RVD had to pull the slick one. And Jericho not happy at all. He is arguing with the ref here. He's pissed off. but it doesn't matter. RVD is still in the GWA Global Contender Series. Well, folks, that's all for the money. See you tomorrow.
Damn, folks. The smoke was hitting tonight. Can't wait to try some homegrown tomorrow night.